Alright, hey, what's going on, missionaries? Okay, so a year ago, as it, a year ago, I was here. Um, I wish I could show you a better, I wish I could show you a better, the date. But a year ago, I was here. No shame, proud of how far I've come. No shade to the person that's helped me. No, none of that. Here I was, actually taking a photo. I was taking a photo for my real estate mentor, talking about wholesaling, etc., etc. And as I have my own place to live a year later, I manifested something that I used to say when I was in this house, sleeping on the floor, no electricity, no running water, a airbed, okay service, and walking to McDonald's to make sales because either my phone was off or I needed better service. I remember closing my real estate mentor in McDonald's because I didn't have Wi-Fi. This is pre-COVID. And I was in McDonald's doing her session, standing in the doorway of McDonald's, getting paid $333. And I couldn't really be here because I didn't pay for Wi-Fi and I had shit going on. Well, I wasn't probably thinking outside the box. But as I was here a year ago, I said an affirmation of, sorry, I pay my rent ahead of time due to my social media sales. There's a phrase that goes, speak it until you see it. What I realized today is much like it says in The Science of Getting Rich. I did not believe big enough. That is my only regret from being here to where I am today. I told God what I wanted, but I was not specific with how big it could be. Because I met a lady who's been doing real estate for 30 years. And it was telling me I just didn't believe it. What the universe was telling me then, in reflection of what I have now, the only reason why I'm renting a room instead of owning the house is because of because of my belief. That's it. The only reason why I don't own the house is because of my difference in belief. Not money, not outer resources. I was sitting in my bed and I was like, yo, I'm not here because I had more money. I'm not here because of outward circumstances. I'm not here because of anything external. I created this experience. I wrote it down on a gold card. And I spoke it until I saw it. And the only reason why, again, I'm not the owner of the house is because I didn't believe big enough. Not because I had no money. Not because I didn't have the resources. Not because I didn't have the relationships. Not because I wasn't good enough. You know, a friend of mine said to me years ago, she said, if you want to become successful, you have to do completely opposite of how your parents taught you. I sit with that today and I think to myself how true that is. I sit with myself and I think how real that shit is. Because I think about the programming that my parents put in my head about not being good enough, being retarded, being slow, not being okay with making mistakes. Today, I can't believe any of that. Today, I can't believe any of that. Any of that. Because if I sit here and believe I'm not good enough, I'm retarded, I'm slow, I'm not capable, that's not gonna work for me. That's gonna terrorize my fucking life. Because I don't believe in the number one person who's gonna change everything. Now, I'm not gonna get too deep into astrology here, but I realized if your subconscious mind is not on board, any goal that you set that has a specific timing outside of the control of the Most High, if it's not on board, the time will differ. From when you wrote it down and when you want to manifest, because your subconscious mind is not on board. So, I'll give you an example. When I was here, I was in position to cold call. And the universe kept bringing me back here to some extent, because she wasn't done finishing the house, as a warning to say, you don't have much more time. And I realized now that if I would have just believed with a grain of salt, or how did the Bible say it? With a mustard seed faith, I realized I was trying to believe. When I say too big, here's what I mean. I was trying to carry I was trying to carry a of bag load of seeds of faith instead of just worrying about the seed that was in my hand. Because if you ever look at a mustard seed, it's really small. And I was trying to carry a bag of mustard seed faith around with me everywhere. And you're going to realize in life, a lot of the time, you don't need that. A lot of the time in life, all you need is one seed of faith in your hand. And the creator is going to go tell you, walk with that. That is enough. And you often disbelieve it because you think, what the fuck is this seed going to produce for me? And you often play yourself because the creator don't really tell you that that's any of your goddamn business. I said, go walk with that seed. And if I would have walked with that seed that she came into my life as I was sitting on top of that little rooftop right there, I had to understand with my bike right there in the garbage, in the garage. I remember day after day after day after day after day. Just working in there. How uncomfortable it was. The only thing that I could believe in is in myself. And I'll tell you today, belief is everything. Belief is everything. And if you don't believe, nothing moves. And as I spoke it into existence, where there was no running water for some time, it came, but by the time it came, I pretty much had to leave. No running water, no electricity, no bed besides the air mattress. And at certain times, there was no bed, air mattress either. I had to buy that on my own. And I had people in my life that would get mad and say, "Why didn't she buy you an air bed? Why are you over there with no air mattress?" Like I told my friend today, the world owes you no understanding. The world owes you no understanding. The world owes you no understanding. So, and I told the Capricorn that too. She was like, that's fucked up. Mad and all. And she was right. She was right. They were both right. They're all right. But one thing about me that I loved about myself, that I saw, that I looked back when I say I was sleeping with no electricity, no 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 running water. You know what the most powerful thing about me in that circumstance was? I never allowed it to stop me from building my online business. I never allowed it to deter me. Yeah, it was depressing, but I never allowed it to halt me. Because I said, as long as I have a cell phone in my hand and Wi-Fi connected somewhere, I never allowed it to deter me. So, what I would advise and say that belief is everything. It's everything. I was here house sitting a year ago. and I'm in my own space now. And today, I paid my rent ahead of time. Today, I paid my rent ahead of time while I was speaking it into existence. How you doing? I was speaking it into existence there with no physical. And here's the crazy shit about it. I was speaking it into existence with no physical evidence at all. At all. No evidence whatsoever. And I was walking, and I was home, and I was looking through my Google Photos, and God reminded me today how far I came. And I hear this, look how far we came. Through the fire as an old it be the rain. Feels like yesterday was only such a dream. Through this Maybach curtain to see how life would change. By Meek Mill. Bro, when the scripture says life and death is in the tongue, that's not cap. You literally had to speak your universe into existence. And then walk in that shit. Proudly. And belief and determination and discipline will take you there. I had no evidence that I was going to pay my rent ahead of time. No evidence. Now, I always went back and forth when I was here between getting a room or not. And this is the power of environment. I don't know what it is, but I never made $150 a week being under this person. All of a sudden, I'm doing that now. I wouldn't blame her I wouldn't blame her holistically. But what I would say is I didn't believe in myself to create that reality. Belief is everything, man. As I look at that photo, I know where I was. I could pull up to that house right now. I know where that is. And I'll tell you, belief is everything. Comment yes below for your manifestation guide and your manifestation course. Subscribe below if you're on my YouTube channel. Peace.